So there are jitters yet again in the software sector. Some investors fear AI will undercut the business models of companies that supply code, databases, and IT services. The fears were heightened yesterday after Anthropic released legal software tools using AI. Let's get perspective from Laura Lau, Chief Investment Officer of Brompton Funds. Laura, thanks very much indeed. I mean, close to home here, CGI, Constellation, OpenText, Descartes, all of them have seen pretty sharp declines in the past year. Now, perhaps not all of that is due to AI fears, but it's definitely a trend.
Yeah, so what we're seeing is, before AI, investors loved software companies. They had high growth rates, high recurring renewal rates, growing addressable markets, big moats. But as a result of that, they also had high multiples. So we're seeing that being disrupted by AI. And it's really shoot first and we'll ask questions later. Mm-hmm. So what investors are, anticipating is that, growth rates will slow. They're questioning what the addressable market is. They're seeing more competition. What are these renewal rates? Are these moats real? So what I think that a lot of these software companies need to do is incorporate AI more. They have to use AI to develop software more efficiently, and they have to articulate that because they're going to be beneficiaries of that because software program has changed over time and become more efficient. And now we're worried, as you said, more about the business model. So a lot of them licensed by the seat. Or will it be by usage? And will there be fewer seats because you're so efficient, you'll have fewer employees? Will they be using AI to build the software? So just to give you context, I used to be a software engineer and a software project manager. So far what we can see is AI can be used to build simple software, throw away code, but you're not going to use these for mission critical software. It's just too dangerous. So we've seen what happens when the software doesn't work. And the other thing is when you generate code with AI, it can be different every time. Do you want to retest that? Do you really want to update a database with that kind of information? And smaller companies, are they going to replace Microsoft Windows or Office with AI? No, maybe with Google's Office Suite, but not really with AI. So it's going to be very interesting to see what's going to happen. And we're seeing there's also more competition. What I mean by that is, for instance, Adobe. They have competition in Canva, but they also have competition with these new AI startups. So we're going to see more and more of that. It'll be easier to start an AI company. So, for instance, Intuit, many people use their TurboTax. So are they going to be using, chatbots or AI to do their taxes? I'm not. It's not ready yet. Or QuickBooks for businesses. Chances are they're not ready yet. But on the fringes, people are worried. So it's a lot, I think of this a lot like what ESG, environmental, social governance, did to oil companies. Oh, we're never going to use oil again. It was overdone, but it took a long time for people to figure that out. And I think something similar will happen. So what we're seeing happen is a lot of these software, it's called software as a service, SaaS. So it's being termed the SaaScopolis. So, apocalypse for software companies. I don't think it's quite that way, but I do think software companies have to offer more value to their customers.
Just looking at Adobe, I know we just looked at the chart. I'm checking out a 5-year chart here. It's dropped. It did slide in early 2022, Adobe, and it's pretty well back to that level now.
Yeah, so a lot of it has been more competition from Canva and, Microsoft, a lot of other companies. So we're seeing that happen.
Give us your take on Suncor, record production, although that had been pre-announced. Is that an energy stock that interests you these days?
Yeah, so Suncor, since Rich Kruger came on, he's done a fantastic job improving operations. So he had a 3-year plan, all these targets. We're going to decrease break-even oil prices. We're going to, increase free cash flow. So he's achieved that a year ahead of time. So what everybody will be watching is March 31st will be Investor Day. What will be the new targets because he's over-delivered. So everybody's watching for that. And how much more can he improve operations?
Yeah, my screen is showing Suncor has actually hit a record high today, Laura, eclipsing its level of 2008. And of course, around then, oil went to $130. So certainly Kruger has delivered for investors.
Yeah, he's done a great job delivering. And the other big concern in the market is Venezuela. Will Venezuela be able to increase oil production? They will, and they will be backing out some of the Canadian barrels. But Suncor is very integrated. They have their own refineries, so they will help offset that issue.
Just give us your thoughts quickly on Uber, if you would, Laura. Sorry, we're tight for time. People do seem wary of heavy spending on self-driving cars.
So the big story is self-driving cars. We're seeing Waymo. We're seeing, a lot of competition for self-driving cars. Their new CFO is a big proponent of self-driving cars. So we expect a lot more to be spent and concentrated there. They're going to be launching likely 10 markets with self-driving cars. So it'll be a very competitive space to watch. So will that, more capital spending, will that impact margins? So everybody's watching that, and there'll be new competitors coming on as well.
Laura, always great hearing from you. Thank you very much indeed. Laura Lau, former software engineer and now Chief Investment Officer at Brompton Funds.